Is passive income actually passive? The truth is, it's not that easy. We've all had that one dream, making money while we sleep. Well, unfortunately for you, here's the cold hard truth. Most of what's sold as passive income isn't actually passive at all. Surprise, surprise. Whether it's real estate, digital products, or even investments, there's always some hard work done behind the scenes. It's just that people don't talk about it. Earning money without having to work for a 9 to 5 sounds so attractive that the myth about passive income lives on. But if you keep believing that it's gonna be easy, then you may be in for a rude awakening. So let's dig a little deeper as to why. So many people think that having a passive income is a magic way to earn money. They picture a scenario that's like they'd be at the beach, sipping some drink, while cash flows into their bank accounts. The common misconception is that once they have things set up, let's say an investment portfolio or a rental property, they would get paid without any exerting effort. No stress, no work, just an easy, effortless stream of money. People usually attribute passive income to stuff like stock dividends or digital products like ebooks or apps. It sounds simple enough. Create, invest, and coast happily ever after as money pours in, just like that. This sounds like financial freedom with minimal responsibility. That's basically everybody's dream. But that is where the myth lies. The stuff that would give you passive income requires significant preparatory work, time, and sometimes constant monitoring. So while the idea of effortless income may sound enticing, the reality can be much harder than what people had anticipated. Let's dive deeper into myth number 1. Set it and forget it. To give you more insights, let's use a real-life example for this one. Rental properties. Now, becoming a landlord seems like the easiest job in the world, right? You buy a house, find some tenants, and then you can sit back as rent checks roll in every month. But wait, that's not how it really works. In reality, managing a property can be stressful too, because let's face it, there's always something that has to be dealt with. It could be a leaky faucet, some broken appliances, or an unexpected repair. And if the tenant calls you at 2 a.m. because the heater won't work, then you'll be responsible for it. When it comes to the tenants themselves, there might be an issue as well. You might get lucky with long-term, low-maintenance renters, but most of the time, you'll have to deal with situations of them paying late, or even leaving damage on your property and other stressful things. Then, they'd become insufferable and you'd evict them. Now, you're left with an empty unit. During that waiting period, there's no income for you, and yet you're still responsible for the mortgage, property taxes, and maintenance of the building. Some landlords outsource these responsibilities to property managers, but still, they'll have to pay them. So at the end of the day, while rental properties makes a good stream of income, it takes a lot of work, and you have to be prepared for it. Now it's time for myth number 2, the anyone can do it mentality that people have when it comes to passive income and other misconceptions. Technically, it's true that many types of this kind of income are available to basically everyone. The thing is, not all people have the required skills, capital, or knowledge to start, and more importantly, to sustain it. First, most passive income streams require some initial capital. Whether you are buying a rental property, building a digital product, or investing in stocks, money needs to be raised to generate even more money. Let's go with purchasing rental properties. Initially, it would definitely cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and even after that, you would have to be responsible for repairs or vacancies. As a landlord, you need to have working knowledge about rental laws, the housing market, and skills about property management. On the other hand, you cannot buy stocks or start a business without knowing how markets work or how to expand a product's reach. Venturing into the investing world demands research, risk assessment, and strategy. Even in digital ventures such as launching a blog or an online course, you have to be really knowledgeable about SEO and content creation. It takes time, money, and a lot of learning before you get the hang of it. And then we have myth number 3, and that is the belief that most, if not all, streams of passive income are from unethical sources. While it's true that there are many scams and dodgy practices, it's crucial that we keep in mind that there are many people that would still rather earn money as honestly as they can. They may generate money passively, but most of their income comes from real dedication and the desire to contribute value to the people around them. To give you an example, affiliate marketing is probably the most popular method of earning passive income. The process begins with creating valuable content such as blogs, videos, or social media posts that incorporates affiliate links. This requires time and effort up front, but once the content is created, it can continue to generate traffic and income over time. Pretty easy, right? Sadly, affiliate marketing has been branded as deceptive by a lot of people. There are many who say that it allows marketers to sell basically anything and just earn a quick profit out of it. Successful affiliate marketers, on the other hand, focus on recommending the things that people are actually and genuinely interested in, thus creating real connections. They do honest reviews, share their personal experiences, and provide valuable insights. In this way, they not only earn, but also foster a community. The good thing about this type of marketing is that once a content remains popular and related products are still available, the marketers can continue to earn commissions without having to constantly create new content. On a different note, investing is also an interesting field when it comes to ethics. We've discussed stuff about investment earlier, but this time our discussion is going to be a little different. Sometimes being an investor will give you a bad rep. People think that it's a game field for only the wealthy, and yet it remains as one of the most important fields that improve and grow our economy. When you invest in a company, you are not just waiting for the monetary returns. You are supporting innovation, jobs, and economic development. In recent years, ethical investing has become very, very popular. More and more people are looking for socially responsible companies that best reflect their values. This way, they can still earn some while still contributing something good and worthwhile to society and the people around them. And when it comes to rental properties, being a responsible landlord is not merely about bare minimum quality housing and fair treatment of the tenants. They improve the property as a way to create a community where people can feel safe and valued. This commitment leads to better relations between landlords and tenants, and in the long run, this approach improves the quality of life for the people involved. Of course, we have to be aware that not all passive income opportunities are created equal. There are scams and practices that cross ethical boundaries. More often than not, these are done through pyramid schemes and misleading marketing tactics. Some are so damaging that they can literally discredit legitimate strategies. So in a way to combat this, it's important that we know the difference between the illegal schemes and genuine opportunities that require hard work and genuinely ethical considerations. Another big misconception about passive income is that once it's set up, it's making money without it all crashing down. This is when people think that they've created a money machine that just pumps out cash with no end in sight regardless of what you do. Even though there's a big chance that it will actually bring money in regularly if you do it right, it doesn't come without its own set of risks and uncertainties. First, let's talk about market fluctuations. It doesn't matter if you're generating passive income through real estate, stocks, or digital products. Market fluctuation plays a huge role in determining how much you could bring in. For instance, real estate. A booming housing market can inflate the value of your rental property and get the renting at a higher amount. But what happens in case of a market crash or a housing bubble? Overnight, the value of your asset could drop. The renter may vacate your property, and you could be left with vacancy or low rental income. You may still have mortgage and tax payments to be responsible for, so you will run out of cash flow sooner than you think. Another thing to consider are stocks or investments again. These are totally not exempt. Just because you've invested in dividend-paying stocks doesn't mean you'll always receive the same returns year after year. Companies can decrease or even eliminate dividends when times get tough. While stocks historically grow in value over long periods of time, there are periodic turndowns, and if you're counting on that income, those downturns will hit you hard. And then there are trends. If you're earning through online platforms like a blog you set up, a YouTube channel, or an online course, you have to always keep in mind that the digital landscape can change overnight. What is trendy today might be forgotten tomorrow. Algorithms change, audience interests shift, and new competition is just right there. Just because your content is earning now doesn't mean it always will. Often you'd have to update your content and pivot to a more trendy topic. For example, if you had a highly performing blog on some niche subject 10 years ago, then when you try to open that blog today, you will find that the traffic for that blog has greatly reduced, simply because the landscape has changed. This is because search engines rank content based on what people are currently interested in, and it's an evolving world for bloggers and digital creators. Furthermore, the more crowded a space becomes, the harder it is to keep up with the income level. For instance, once people realize there's a market for whatever, you can expect more competition to come in, which means maybe you'll have to compete on prices or just spend more to promote your business. The takeaway of this is that passive income isn't risk-free, like at all. It's very good at creating financial freedom, but there will have to be variables and you need to constantly track your changes in earnings. You have to adapt, update, or even diversify your money streams just to keep things rolling. In reality, the set it and forget it dream rarely works out perfectly over the long haul. Instead, think of passive income as a strategy that requires attention and careful planning. Navigate the ups and downs, and then you will see that this is an excellent tool to help you achieve your long-term financial success. People hardly ever mention the role of luck and timing as a factor for success in passive income. Strategy, hard work, and consistency are all important, but being at the right time in the right place can make a really huge difference. For example, starting a passive income business when the demand for the stuff is at its peak in a particular place will easily bring quick success. Nonetheless, when trends are changing or interest is low, even if the effort remains the same, it can lead to disappointing outcomes. Moreover, exposure and opportunities can also come by pure luck. Sometimes a small boost or an unexpected event can create momentum leading to much greater returns than you might have ever possibly imagined. To some extent, being prepared and dedicated is a must, but ultimately, it is luck and timing that makes the difference in how well and quickly these streams of income take off. Acknowledging this adds a layer of realism and expectations and helps people understand that success isn't always just about working harder or smarter. Once you have realized that passive income may be the right path for you, it is time to start reading and learning as much as possible before getting into it for real. There is no one-size-fits-all approach for this field. Start researching the different types of passive income streams, be it investment, digital products, or something else that fascinates you. Spend some time studying and do not be in a hurry. Read books, enroll in online courses, and watch tutorials from those that have been successful in your choice of work. Collaborate with your peers, whether online or offline. Listen to their experiences, their wins and struggles, as this will give you an honest view of what really awaits you and therefore help you to avoid facing the same issues. Markets change, trends change, and you need to follow the rhythm to stay on track. With time, knowledge, and persistence, soon you will generate a sustainable source of income. While passive income isn't entirely a myth, it's often more challenging and less passive than people are led to believe. Setting up these streams of income requires significant initial effort, ongoing maintenance, and risk management. Success in this area demands work, adaptability, and persistence, just in a different form than traditional active income sources. If you're aiming for financial independence through passive income, it's important to take a step back and reconsider your approach. Instead of chasing the illusion of easy money, it's better if you focus on building sustainable, diversified income sources that are aligned with your skills and long-term goals. Passive income can definitely be a part of your financial independence strategy, but it shouldn't be your only goal in the long run. The better approach is to keep it balanced, and that includes active income streams, careful budgeting, and smart investing. Be patient and realistic about the time that it takes to reach financial success. It's a slow process that requires so much from you, and often more work than what's advertised. Remember, financial independence is barely made overnight. It's about creating a stable, long-term plan that fits your life and priorities. Stay flexible, keep learning, and be prepared to evolve your strategy as you move forward in your financial journey. If you like this video, make sure to watch our other videos from the channel.